Hello students, today we are going to discuss about the topic half power frequencies or cutoff frequencies and bandwidth. In previous session, we discussed the concept of series LCR circuit, that is AC circuit containing a inductance, capacitance and a resistance in series. In that, we obtain the peak value of the current or current amplitude as I0 equal to V0 divided by square root of R square plus omega L minus 1 divided by omega C whole square, where omega L is the inductive reactant and omega C is the capacitive reactance. Also, resonant frequency, that is FR, as resonant frequency FR is equal to 1 divided by 2 pi into square root of L into C. Next, quality factor for series LCR circuit for inductive reactance, it can be written as quality factor Q is equal to XL divided by R, where XL is equal to 2 pi FR into L divided by R. This is a quality factor formula for the inductive reactance. Then quality factor for the capacitive reactant can be written as quality factor Q equal to XC by R, which is equal to, substitute the value of XC, that is 2 pi FR into C. So quality factor Q for capacitive reactance can be written as Q is equal to 1 divided by 2 pi FR into C into R. Next, voltage magnification at resonance. That equation can be written as voltage magnification, which is equal, it is indicated by the letter M, which is equal to voltage across the capacitor or inductor at resonance divided by amplitude of the applied voltage. It can be written as M is equal to VL divided by V0, or it can be written as I0 max into omega R L divided by V0. We know that voltage magnification, which is equal to the quality factor or Q value. Q is the measure of the voltage magnification or magnification. Thus, there is a voltage magnification at resonance. That's why M, which is equal to voltage magnification value M, can be written as quality factor Q, which is equal to XC by R, or Q can be written as 1 divided by omega R into CR. This is for the capacitive reactance. At the same time, it can be written as M is equal to or Q is equal to omega R divided by L into C. This is for the inductive reactance. Next, half power frequencies. It is also known as a cutoff frequencies. The frequency for which current in a series LCR circuit, which is equal to 1 divided by root 2 times of the maximum current or current at resonance, are known as a half power frequency or cutoff frequency. In this diagram, which is the frequency for which current in a series LCR circuit, which is equal to 1 divided by root 2 times of the maximum current, that is I0 value, I0 max, or current at resonance condition, are known as a half power frequencies. The half power frequency are the frequency at which the power in the circuit, which is dropped to half of its power at resonance condition. Let F1 and F2, here in this figure, F1 and F2 are the lower and upper half power frequency. Let FR be the resonant frequency. So, then power at resonance frequency can be written as power P, which is equal to I naught max whole square into resistance value R. The next, the power at lower or upper half hour frequency is, it can be written as, here the power at lower, which is corresponding to the frequency F1, at the same time upper frequency corresponding to the F2, then half hour frequency, it can be written as P divided by 2. P divided by 2, which is equal to I naught max divided by root 2, that is divided by 2, here root 2 whole square. In this case root 2 and square term will be cancelled, remaining is 2. It can be written as I naught max divided by root 2 whole square into R, because here half power frequency, that is which is the half of the power value, so we have to divide this equation by 2. So P divided by 2, here I naught max divided by square root whole square into R. So this expression can be written as, here square root of 2, here square term, that will be cancelled, remaining is 1 divided by 2 taken outside the bracket. So 1 divided by 2 into I naught max whole square into R. This is the expression for half hour frequency. Therefore current at half hour frequency, which is corresponding to the current at half hour frequency, which is corresponding to the I naught max divided by root 2. This is the current value which is corresponding to the half hour frequency. Hence at lower or upper half hour frequencies, the current amplitude becomes 1 divided by root 2 times the current amplitude at resonance, that is the peak value of the current. Thus at lower or upper half hour frequency, the corresponding value of the current can be written as I naught is equal to I naught max divided by root 2. This is the current value corresponding to the lower and upper frequency, that is F1 and F2. So we know that here I naught can be written as, here I naught is equal to I naught max is equal to V naught divided by R. The next I naught max is equal to, we know that I naught max is equal to V naught by R. We'll substitute the value of I naught max. At the same time we know the peak value of current. Peak value of current in the series LCR circuit can be written as V naught divided by square root of R square plus omega L minus 1 divided by omega C whole square. This is the expression of the current or peak value of the current at the series LCR circuit. The next I naught max, we know that V naught divided by R, substitute the value of I naught and I naught max in this expression, we obtain as V naught divided by square root of R square plus omega L minus 1 divided by omega C whole square, which is equal to V naught divided by square root of 2 into R. Next, squaring on both sides of the equation, we obtain the relation as V naught square, here in denominator square root and square term will be cancelled, remaining is R square plus omega L minus 1 divided by omega C whole square. Then next, in right hand side it can be written as I naught square, V naught square, then here square root of 2 and square term will be cancelled, remaining is 2 into R square. The next, this expression can be written as, here in numerator it consists of a V naught square, In right hand side, here also numerator consists of a V naught square. So V naught square will be cancelled. Remaining is R square plus omega L minus 1 divided by omega C whole square, which is equal to 2 into R square. Here denominators of the right hand side, that will be goes to the numerator of the left hand side. Here denominator of the left hand side, that will be goes to the numerator of the right hand side. So this expression can be written as R square plus omega L minus 1 divided by omega C whole square, which is equal to 2R square. Here right hand side of the expression, it consists of a 2R square. Here in this side, in the left hand side, it consists of a R square. So R square term, that will be goes to the right hand side. So it consists of a 2R square minus R square, that is R square. So here this expression can be written as omega L minus 1 divided by omega C whole square, which is equal to R square. So here square and square term will be cancelled. Then remaining is, it can be written as omega L minus 1 divided by omega C, which is equal to plus or minus R, or taking the square root. So we obtain the relation as omega L minus 1 divided by omega C is equal to plus or minus R. This is taken as equation number 1. The next, the above equation has two solutions. One for the lower half frequencies and other for the upper half power frequency. That is one for the lower half power frequency, that is for the F1. And next another one for the upper half power frequency, that is F2. Thus for lower half frequency, that is we take the negative values. So in this expression we have two solutions, that is one is plus R, another one is minus R. So first we have to taken for the lower half frequency, that is for corresponding value of F1. So for the frequency, lower half frequency, that is F1, it is indicated by the letter F1. The corresponding angular frequency taken as omega 1. So thus for the lower half frequency, this expression can be written as, so omega 1 into L minus 1 divided by omega 1 into C, which is equal to minus R. This is taken as equation number 2. And for upper half frequency, that is F2, the corresponding value of angular frequency, that can be taken as omega 2. So this expression can be written as omega 2 into L minus 1 divided by omega 2 into C, which is equal to plus R. This is taken as equation number 3. So the next, adding equation number 2 and 3, we obtain the relation as, here adding equation 2 and 3, obtain the relation as omega 1 plus omega 2. Here omega 1 plus omega 2, here both term consist of a L taken outside the bracket. So omega 1 plus omega 2 into L minus here 1 divided by C. Here both term consist of a 1 divided by C, and here also 1 divided by C taken outside. Remaining is 1 divided by omega 1 plus 1 divided by omega 2, which is equal to 0, because adding equation 2 and 3, here adding equation 2 and 3, it gives the, here this is plus R, this is minus R, that will be cancelled. Remaining is 0. Here both term, here this expression can be reduced as, here 1 divided by C into 1 divided by omega 1 plus 1 divided by omega 2 can be written as 1 divided by C. Here denominator can be written as omega 1 into omega 2 into omega 2 plus omega 1 So omega 1 plus omega 2 taken outside, remaining is 1 divided by c into 1 divided by omega n plus omega 2. So this expression can be written as here 1 divided by c into 1 divided by omega 1 plus 1 divided by omega 2 can be written as omega 1 plus omega 2 into 1 divided by c into 1 divided by omega 1 into omega 2. So here both term consist of omega 1 plus omega 2. So omega 1 plus omega 2 taken outside the bracket, remaining is here this term consists of remaining term is here. Here this term consists of omega 1 divided by c into 1 divided by omega 1 plus omega 2, that is equal to 0. Here we take on this term, second term, L minus 1 divided by c into omega 1 into omega 2, that is equal to 0. Neglecting this term because omega 1 which is not equal to minus omega 2, so that's why we take on the second term. So L minus 1 divided by c into omega 1 into omega 2, that will be equal to 0. So L can be, inductance value L can be taken as L is equal to, here minus term this, that will be goes to the right hand side, that is taken as a plus term. So L is equal to 1 divided by c into omega 1 plus omega 2. So here omega 1 c into omega 1 omega 2, that will be in the right hand side, that will be taken to the numerator of the left hand side. So we obtain the relation as omega 1 into omega 2 is equal to 1 divided by L into c. So we know that resonant frequency Fr is equal to 1 divided by 2 pi into square root of LC. Here resonant frequency, or this expression can be written as 2 pi. Here numerator consists of a 2 pi, that will be goes to the numerator. It can be written as 2 pi Fr is equal to 1 divided by square root of LC. So here we know that 2 pi Fr, that is angular frequency at resonance condition, that is omega r whole square, which is equal to 1 divided by LC, or omega r which is equal to 2 pi into Fr. So squaring the angular frequency at resonance condition. So omega r square is equal to 1 divided by LC. The next 1 divided by LC can be taken as omega r, angular frequency at resonance condition, that is omega 1 into omega 2, which is equal to omega r square. This is the expression number 4. So if F1 and F2 are lower and upper half power frequencies, from equation number 4 we can written as, we know that omega 1 is the angular frequency for the lower half frequencies, and omega 2 is the angular frequency for the upper half power frequencies, and that expression can be written as omega 1 is equal to 2 pi into F1, omega 2 is equal to 2 pi into F2. Then this expression becomes 2 pi F1 into 2 pi F2. Omega r can be written as 2 pi into Fr whole square. So here both left hand side and right hand side consist of a 2 pi. So 2 pi cancel, remaining is F1 into F2, which is equal to Fr whole square. So Fr can be written as, here resonant frequency can be written as, resonant frequency value Fr is equal to square root of F1 into F2. This is taken as equation number 5. Thus resonant frequency, which is equal to the geometric mean of the half power frequency. It is the mean of the lower half power frequencies F1, also lower half power frequency F1 and upper half power frequency F2, which is the mean. Now the next we do the subtraction process. Now we subtracting equation 2 from equation 3. We know that what is in the equation number 2. Here equation number 2 consists of omega 1 into L minus 1 divided by omega 1 into C, which is equal to minus R. Then equation 3 consists of, that is upper half power frequency, omega 2 into L minus 1 divided by omega 2 into C, which is equal to plus R. Here we do the addition, then we do the subtraction, that is subtracting equation 2 from equation 3. We obtain the relation as here subtracting 2 from 3, it is omega 2 minus omega 1. Here omega 2 minus omega 1, omega 2 minus omega 1, then remaining is L, plus 1 divided by C, plus 1 divided by C taken outside. Here 1 divided by C taken outside, then remaining is 1 divided by C taken outside. The subtraction, so sign will be changes, that is 1 divided by omega 1 minus 1 divided by omega 2. Here subtracting 2 from 3, so its sign will be changes, 2 from 3, that's why sign will be changes, that is plus, minus of minus plus, so 1 divided by omega 1 minus 1 divided by omega 2. Here 1 divided by omega 1 minus 1 divided by omega 2, that is equal to 2R. 2R because here that equation number 2 sign will be changes, that is minus of minus plus R. So here equation number 3 consists of a plus R into plus R, that means plus 2R. The next here omega, as it is omega 2 minus omega 1 into L plus 1 divided by C. Here denominator can be written as omega 1 into omega 2. Here multiplying omega 2 into 1 as omega 2. Here omega 1 into 1 as omega 1, that is equal to 2R. So omega 2 minus omega 1, here we taken the common term, that is omega 2 minus omega 1. Here both term consists of omega 2 minus omega 1, that is taken outside the bracket. Then remaining is here L plus 1 divided by C, 1 divided by C. Then here remaining is 1 divided by omega 1 into omega 2. We know that omega 1 and omega 2, that can be written as 1 divided by LC from equation number here. From this expression we can written as omega 1 and omega 2, the product of omega 1 and omega 2, that can be written as 1 divided by LC. So here in this expression omega 1 into omega 2 can be written as 1 divided by LC. So here left with the omega 1 into omega 2, that can be written as L plus 1 divided by C, 1 divided by 1 over L into C. Here L into C, that will be in the denominator, so that will be goes to the numerator. So it can be written as, which is equal to 2R, omega 2 into omega 1. Here L is as it is 1 divided by C. Here L into C, that will be goes to the numerator term. Here both numerator and denominator consist of a C. So C cancelled, then remaining is L term in the numerator term. So L plus L. So here 1 L and it consists of another L, it is L plus L. So that is, this expression becomes omega 2 minus omega 1 into L plus L into 2R. And next omega 2 minus omega 1, that can be written as here 2R, here 2L. So 2R divided by 2L, 2R divided by 2L, this is 2R divided by 2L. So 2 get cancelled, remaining is R divided by L, R divided by L. This is the equation number 6. So we know that angular frequency can be written as, angular frequency for the higher cutoff frequencies and also for lower cutoff frequency can be written as higher cutoff frequency can be written as 2 pi f2. At the same time, lower cutoff frequency can be written as 2 pi into f1. So both terms consist of a 2 pi. So 2 pi that will be taken outside the bracket, and remaining is 2 pi into f2 minus f1 is equal to, as it is r, as it is in the right hand side, that is r divided by L. So the difference between the higher cutoff frequency and lower cutoff frequency can be written as f2 minus f1, that is equal to r divided by 2 pi into L. The next, therefore bandwidth of the LCR circuit, we know that bandwidth of the LCR circuit, it is indicated by the letter BW, that is equal to f2 minus f1. This is the region of the bandwidth. This is the bandwidth from this point to this point. There are difference between the higher cutoff frequency to the lower cutoff frequency. f2 minus f1 taken as the bandwidth. So bandwidth BW is equal to f2 minus f1, which is equal to r divided by 2 pi L. So we know that in previous session we obtained the relation, that is quality factor Q for inductive reactant as omega r into L divided by R. Omega r into L divided by R. So we know that R divided by L, here R divided by L, it can be written as omega 2 minus omega 1. Here R divided by L, that is equal to omega 2 minus 1, omega 2 minus omega 1, or L divided by R can be written as 1 over omega 2 minus omega 1. So substitute L divided by R as omega 2 minus 1 divided by omega 2 minus 1 divided by omega 1. From this expression, quality factor expression can be written as quality factor Q is equal to omega R divided by omega 2 minus omega 1 from equation number 6. Next, quality factor expression becomes Q is equal to, substitute the value of omega R, omega 2 and omega 1. We obtain the quality factor equation as quality factor Q is equal to 2 pi fr, which is divided by 2 pi f2 minus 2 pi f1. Here 2 pi, it will be taken outside the bracket. The remaining is f2 minus f1. Here both numerator and denominator term consist of a 2 pi. So 2 pi cancel. Remaining is quality factor Q is equal to fr divided by f2 minus f1. So fr is equal to, here f2 minus f1, that is the difference between the higher cutoff frequency to the lower cutoff frequency, that can be taken as a bandwidth BW. So quality factor can be written as quality factor is equal to fr, that is the resonant frequency, here divided by bandwidth. So quality factor, which is the ratio of resonant frequencies to the bandwidth. So bandwidth or bandwidth can be written as bandwidth is equal to bandwidth BW is equal to resonant frequency divided by quality factor Q. Resonant frequency value fr divided by quality factor can be written as Q. From this expression we conclude that for higher value of Q, we have a lower value of the bandwidth. For higher value of Q, we have lower value of the bandwidth, because here bandwidth and quality factor are inversely proportional. So that's why for the higher value of Q, we have lower value of the bandwidth. If bandwidth is less, we have very sharp resonance. Here bandwidth is less, we obtain a very sharp resonance. So similarly, if the resistance is small, the quality factor will be large. Here resistance which is small, the quality factor will be large, because quality factor from this relation Q is equal to omega r L divided by R. So quality factor which is inversely proportional to the resistance values. If the resistance is small, so that's why quality factor is automatically becomes more, because they are inversely proportional to each other. And bandwidth will be small. Because bandwidth also inversely proportional to the quality factor. Next, when the resonance is very sharp, the circuit select and amplifies the voltage of only a particular frequency. That particular frequency is known as a resonant frequency, and this property of the circuit is known as a selectivity. Means when the resonance is very sharp, that means bandwidth is small of the circuit, and then the circuit select and amplifies the voltage of only a particular frequency, that is Fr, and property of this circuit is known as a selectivity. Here selectivity means selectivity of a LCR circuit is the ability of the circuit to respond to a certain frequency and discriminate against all other frequency are known as a selectivity. In case of selectivity, the bandwidth of the circuit that will be taken as a very small. The next, greater the Q value. Here Q value, quality factor, will be greater, and greater will be the selectivity. Here because here selectivity and quality factor are directly proportional. If we obtain the greater the quality factor value, that is Q value, we must obtain a selectivity also more. Thus, a series resonant circuit accepts only a particular frequency. That particular frequency is known as a resonant frequency Fr, and amplifies the corresponding current as well or voltage, and reject all other frequencies, that is higher or lower cutoff frequencies. Hence, series LCR circuit is known as a acceptor circuit. Here, series LCR circuit is known as acceptor circuit because it accepts only a particular frequency value, that is Fr. In fact, the circuit will accept only a small band of frequency around the resonant frequency. It obtains only or it accepts only a small band of frequency around the resonant frequency Fr. In case of selectivity, here this region of bandwidth will be less, very less. This is about the selectivity and also half power frequency, or it is known as a cutoff frequency and bandwidth. This is about the half power frequencies and bandwidth of the series LCR circuit.